Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Ayame. I'm back with another video. Today, I just wanted to, I guess, do a story time about how I was feeling last week with my video. Last week, or the week before, I'm sorry, I was debating on which video to post because I had recorded more than one video and I didn't know which one I wanted to post. And it's not really a story time, but I didn't know which one I wanted to post. And you ever like you made a promise to yourself, like you know that you want to do something, but like right before you do it or right when you're about to do it or even doing it, you're like, I don't want to. That's how I was when it comes to these videos, like recording my actual face and me recording myself. Like I can record myself vocally. There's not much vulnerability there. Initially I just thought that, maybe either I could just help people go to sleep because people say my voice is soothing, or I just hid behind the camera. Honestly, just to be honest with you, I hid behind the camera, and I thought I was being kind of slick about it. But when I talked to my therapist about it, she was like, "Yeah, I noticed it." So I'm once again coming out of my comfort zone, and I am recording my face. Um, I can be very shy. I when I'm not on camera, when I'm not on cue, I I'm more. I want to say I would love to say calmer, but that's not really true either. I am when it comes to calm. I'm rarely calm. Not necessarily in a negative way, but something always has to be going. Something always has to be moving. I cannot be still. Something always has to be going. I was supposed to take my medicine today, and I did not. So y'all get to watch me take my medicine because I forgot to take my medicine. So just bear with me. Yeah. And I also feel like I don't want to be a hypocrite. Um, I am pushing past my insecurities or my hang-ups, or not my hang-ups, but just pushing past the my nerves. Um, I do have anxiety, and just even though it's just me and the camera right now, it is very easy for me to get anxious because at some point somebody is going to see this, and and I'm not going to go down that whole rabbit hole because probably won't get a video. Um, so I am. So yes, I'm going to continue to come out of my comfort zone. I have not been posting every week, but every other week. Lately, because I've been busier, and I've kind of forgotten. So I'm not giving up. I'm still going to be consistent. I'm still going to post videos because I promised myself that I was going to stick with this. And this is something that I really wanted to stick with because I did not stick with all things. Like if I wasn't getting any type of fulfillment or getting anything out of it, I just wouldn't be doing it. That's just what that would be. Like I'm not doing it. But I'm trying to get more comfortable with myself. I'm trying to work on being more comfortable and just period. Honestly, um, because I eventually do want to make a career out of this. Not just for myself, but I really hope to help anyone. I hope that my story or my videos can help anyone because I cannot be the only person that goes through this. Um, yeah, so I'm just continuing to come out of or pushing past my comfort, which is not always fun. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. I do not want to be a hypocrite. I want to make sure that whatever I say, whatever advice I give, if I'm going to give advice, I want to make sure that I am living by it myself. Uh, so, yeah. I guess I can do a story time, like for a story time, of you getting to know me. Um, I'm trying to think what would be a good story that I haven't already told. Okay, here's the story. Um, I no, I'm wait for that one. I'm gonna wait for that one because well, let me see. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of what I wanted to say. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Um, Many years ago, when I was younger, um, I used to be a phone sex operator because people would always tell me, about my voice. You have a very nice, soothing voice, and your voice is sexy. So always all that. I was a very terrible phone sex operator. Very terrible at it. I can't be sexy on cue. I do not know how to talk dirty. None of that. It wasn't me. Like it was horrible. This one guy that I talked to, he wanted to know my measurements, and honey, I just threw some numbers out there, and it was horrible. It was really, really terrible. But it was a job, and I thought I would do well with it. No, I did not. But there was this one guy. We would just talk, have regular conversation that I could handle. But there were some people that I talked to that were very, very dark. Their fantasies were very, very dark, very, very dark. And it was hard. Like it was hard to listen. It was hard to do my job. Very hard to do my job. This one particular guy, he wanted to be dominated, and I mean dominant to the point to where he would fantasize like I had on high heels, and I would step on very sensitive areas, his private areas, and it just really degrade him. And I'm not that type of person. I just no. I'm sorry, no, I can't do that. So I wasn't good at that. Um, I had talked to a guy, and okay, I'm gonna say this, like, this is a really, really dark part of the story. And I did not do a whole lot of talking. Like, he did majority of the talking because I there wasn't much I could say, and it was my job. So, if you judge me, you judge me. It is what it is in the past, and nothing I can do about it now. But this one guy in particular, his fantasy was to rape a girl, a young girl, the daughter. Like, I was the mother and I had a daughter, and he wanted to rape my daughter and make me watch. And like, he really, I mean, really, like, yeah. That was very, very hard. Like, I didn't, and like, also, like, I think my manager, my supervisor would listen in on the calls as well. So, you know, it was, yeah, it wasn't, yeah, it wasn't fun at all on that guy. I also learned that, some guys, well, this one particular guy, like, he liked for his woman to, pee, use the bathroom, and not wipe. And he would take care of that. And I thought that was just, yeah, that has never been a fantasy of mine. Like, no. But, but yeah, I've had some customers that I just, it amazes me how people's minds work and how men are. And there's just some fantasies that I listened to that just blew me away. And there were some that were racial. I could tell, sometimes you can tell a person's race by their voice, sometimes you can't. My voice in particular, a lot of people think that when they hear my voice, they think I'm a Caucasian woman, and I am not. But sometimes you can kind of tell a person's voice, what race they are. Not all the time, but sometimes you can. And there was a few that I could tell, because race was a part of the fantasy, and it was, no, it was not it was not the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. There was only one person. Okay, there was two people. Like I said before, the one guy who just enjoyed conversation, like, he would just call and we would just talk, like regular conversation. I never knew when he was gonna call, but when he did, I was always happy to get him because we would just talk about just like a regular friendship, like we knew each other for years. Even though I know him from a can of paint, if I was to see him face to face now, honey, I wouldn't know who he was. But I really enjoyed talking to him. He was a very nice guy, very nice guy. And there's this other guy that I talked to, and it was everything that I wanted in real life. Like, the whole he had a nice voice. It was like a deep, but like I can't. It's been a long time now, a long time. But it was like this deep kind of raspy, but not too raspy. But it was just like a deep voice. But I could understand what he was saying. Cause some guys, their voices are so deep you don't know what they're saying. Well, I can't understand what they're saying, but his voice wasn't that deep, and he had an accent. One of my favorite my favorite accent in the world. And which is a Brooklyn accent. I think people from Brooklyn who have like the right kind of like it's a certain kind of like you can't just it's a certain way you have to talk that I like in particular. But he had that, and um, he his role play was fun. Like it was very interesting. Um, I was even though I was not great at all at talking dirty or anything like that. Like I was not. It was not my forte, and I don't claim to. I don't. That's not me. I don't claim to be sexy. None of that. Um, None of that. But I was able to, engage kind of. I didn't do much talking. I don't think. Then again, I don't really remember. Um, but he was kind of okay. It was kind of like best way I can describe it, like a black version of 50 Shades of Grey, but a little more aggressive, but not like violent, but just like a little more aggressive. But anyway, yeah, it was, and I only talked to him one time. Um, but that was many, 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 many years ago. I'm not that person that I once was. I have not done that in many, many years. Many years. Um, and I was shy. Like even then, I was shy. Even though nobody could see me, I still felt a shyness because even though I didn't know them from a can of paint, I still felt like what if somebody recognizes my voice? They didn't. Well, in my opinion, they didn't. I didn't recognize nobody else's voice, so it worked out. I still had to say, well, that was my story time. That was one thing about me that it shocks people when I say that. And I don't glorify it. I don't make it seem like, oh my God, that's like the best job I ever had. It was not. I was terrible. Like when I tell you I was terrible, I was terrible. I can't do things on cue. Like if you want me to be funny on cue, it's not happening. It has to just come natural. I can't do all that. Um, so that was like I would say that was one of my worst jobs because I was really bad. The job, I mean, other women like they made, I guess, really good money because they knew what they were doing. I did not. I didn't last long either. I didn't last long. It wasn't me, The my voice was, I guess, great, but what came out of my mouth wasn't. It was terrible. Like it was so terrible. I'm trying to tell you, it was so terrible. Um, even now, like, well, I don't talk dirty now. Um, I just it's just not me. Even when I would be in relationships, honey, no, that's not me. That's not me at all. Um, yeah. So even on camera, I still feel a vulnerability. Even when I was working that job, I felt a vulnerability. Um, and even with the dark fantasies of some men, I mean, because the one where the guy, his fantasy was to rape the daughter. He really went into like detail for detail, and it was really, 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 really difficult. And I wanted to say a lot, but I didn't. And but I really, 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 really wanted to. But I didn't. And it made me very, very uncomfortable. And sometimes, like some of the fantasies, I wonder, like, sorry for my background, and I don't know how to edit that out, so I'm sorry. Um, I just wondered how many of those fantasies have actually happened, because some of the fantasies were violent. I'm gonna lie to you, and I would, after I would get done with my shift, I would just wonder, and sometimes I would even pray, like, God, please, I hope this has not happened for real, because some men, their fantasies are really way out there, and so yeah, that was, like I said, many, many years ago. I was really terrible at it. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about me, because I don't broadcast that thing, because it's not something to broadcast, I guess. Um, I'm a very different person now. I don't even remember how old I was back then. I'm telling you, it was at least over 10 years ago. At least. I would say at least. Honey. But it helped put food on the table, and it was a means to take care of myself. So it was what it was. Okay, guys, so that's my story time. If your family or somebody that really knows me, now you know something else about me, and that is not me. I I right now I have a relationship with God now, and I just don't. There's just some things I just don't do anymore, and that is definitely one of them. So, like I said, different person now. I hope I don't know if you would enjoy the story. I don't know. I don't know if it was entertaining. I don't know. Because there was, yeah, I don't know. Well, if you liked it, great thumbs up. If not, I'm sorry. That was the only story time that popped up in my head at the time. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching. I will continue to fight the good fight of fighting past my comfort zone and recording my face instead of just recording my voice. And until next time, give what you get, because you get what you give. Now, let me explain that first of all, because I really want you to understand that if you give out hate, you're gonna get hate. Like, that's just what that is. If you, whatever you give out, that's what you're gonna get. So, and also, if you, yeah, like, give what you get. Meaning, like, if you believe in God and you know that God gives us grace, give what you get. Like, give grace to those, because you get grace, and because you get what you give. The more grace you give others, the more love you give others, it comes back to you. So remember, give what you get. Positive things, not negative things. Positive love, peace, grace, understanding, compassion. Positive things, not negative. Positive things. And I don't even know what this is. This is for my tripod thing. I don't know what it is. Anyway, like I said, you give what you get, because you get what you give. Until next time.